Thank you and welcome to the show this morning. The topic this morning is challenges of African American youth, and we're fortunate to have with us to talk about some of the challenges faced by the young African American youth, male and female, Pastor KWalker. I think that many of us know Pastor KWalker. He's been with us on many occasions, and he's also responsible for helping to bring to this show a number of individuals with special kind of information. And I think today, Pastor, after you make some statements in reference to who you are, why don't you say something about Ms. Gilliard, and then we'll allow her, after you make some statements, to sort of round up us off by talking about herself for 2 or 3 minutes, and then we'll have an opportunity to start the second segment of 8 minutes and talk about some of the challenges.
Yes, sir. Well, I'm Pastor KWalker, born here in Nashville, Tennessee, and of course, no stranger to comments with Dr. James Haney, been on here numerous times, just to talk about various challenges and things that in different areas, basically different various topics. And I'm just glad to be here today to talk about some things concerning our youth. And of course, I got with me a young lady that's really active in doing some things and involved with various organizations, Ms. DGilliard2. And I met her through Gideon's Army, some work that she's been doing with Gideon's Army, which is a grassroots organization that advocates on behalf of the youth as well. So, and I'm glad to to have her here to talk about some of her experiences and some of the things that she's dealing with in terms of Black Lives Matter and Justice for Jefferson Street and some of the other things that she's dealing with, as well as her work with Gideon's Army. As again, I say I'm no stranger to your show, Dr. Haney, and I'm glad to be here, and I just really want to hear from her because I know she's got a wealth of information that she can share with us. Very good.
Ms. Gilliard, why don't you give us some information about your background, your education, and some of the experiences. I think we've got about 4 minutes before this segment ends for today, and so take as much of that time as you would like to talk about your background, to give us sort of an overview in terms of who you are and how you became involved with what you're doing and some of the programs that you're working with from that perspective.
Okay. First, I want to say thank you very much for the invitation to speak on your show this morning or afternoon. My name is Tanisha Gilliard. I was born in Oceanside, California, which is in San Diego County. I got my bachelor's in cellular and molecular biology from LSU in Shreveport, Louisiana, and I am here pursuing my PhD in biomedical research. I got involved with activism, community advocacy things when I moved here to Nashville, maybe a few months after I met Rashida Fatuga with Gideon's Army. Like Pastor Walker was saying, it's a grassroots army for children where we really focus on identifying and attacking the root causes of the school to prison pipeline through restorative justice practices, both in the schools, in the communities, and in the juvenile court system. I'm involved in a lot of other community organizations like Pastor Walker alluded to, really fighting the different ways that Black youth, Black adults, our community is affected.
You know, Pastor Walker, I think we've talked about this topic on many occasions, and I think that she introduced another thing that is quite popular now and or quite infamous as far as some people are concerned, Black Lives Matter, you see, and I think that it's within that framework that we want to try to give out as much information as we possibly can today. Absolutely. In terms of what our young people must do and some of the challenges that are facing many of them and how they might be able to overcome some of these challenges.
Absolutely. But first, let me tag in behind what Tanisha was saying. You take a young woman that's actively pursuing her educational degrees and the like, but at the same time is taking time to deal with issues. Because I noticed when she said concerning her degrees, her field of study doesn't seem to
lend itself
with what she's actively pursuing in terms of working with Black Lives Matter and Justice for Jefferson Street.
Not directly, anyway.
Okay, but not directly, but it's kind of tied in a sense. But the thing is, what's impressive to me is that the point I'm making here is that her focus is not exclusively on just getting the degrees, but at the same time, while en route to the degrees, being able to advocate on behalf of others and work on behalf of others and making a difference in the lives of others. And that's, you know, that's what's impressive to me, because a lot of people, they get single-sided and